one more camera to turn on. Not camera, light. Let me see. Hold on. Here we go. That's better, isn't it? Hello. Hello, hello. My name is Tisha Copeland, and this is What's New Wednesday live at Not Your Mama's Quilt Store in Plano, Texas. We're a suburb of Dallas, so if you're not familiar with where Plano, Texas is, that's where we are. North of Dallas, Texas, hot, sweltering Texas. And it is hot right now. It is. So, welcome to What's New Wednesday. I have some fun new things to show you and new classes that we've added to the list to tell you about. And we're just kind of rocking and rolling here with summer, marching forward when we get ready to get into the hottest part of the year for us. So if you are joining us today, say hello. Hey, Gata, how are you? Great to see you. Let me make sure. Yes, I see your name now. You know, I have to check everything with my glasses because I can't read little stuff and I can't see smaller things that are kind of put away. My husband left his suitcase in the bedroom the other day because he came back from a trip and the dog knocked it over. It was just standing there. And my husband said, "Are you the one who put the suitcase knocked over on the floor?" And I said, "No, but I saw it there. I thought you were unpacking it." He said, "But it was laying face down. The back side of it was facing up." And I was like, "Well, I can't see that far." So I just assumed it was you unpacking it because I didn't have my glasses off. And that just shows you, hello, hello, uh, BSTEP. I don't know what your name is. Welcome, welcome. We're happy to have you here. So, this is Tisha Copeland at Not Your Mama's Quilt Store in Plano, Texas for What's New Wednesday. So, we get new things in all the time. We get new classes on the books. We get new fabrics in. And I pop on here to tell you all what's new here at the store. You can shop online with us 24/7, shop in your pajamas, which I think is the bomb. That is the best part because I know when I want to go shopping, I always am sitting on the sofa in my pajamas. It's about 11 o'clock at night. Sometimes it's like 5 in the morning, and I decide, you know what, I think I need that. Well, you can shop here online. And whatever you do, even if you don't shop with me, shop with your local quilt stores online. Please stay away from the A commerce site. You know which one? AZ. You know, they're hurting small businesses everywhere. They are. And so even if you are not shopping with me online, if you have another quilt shop near you that has online shopping, or you do a Google search and it pulls up these other small quilt shops, then shop with them. They need help to stay in business. All of us need help. They need help to stay in business. So yes, if you like Bonnie, hi. You're our second Bonnie that we have. Yes, I have another Bonnie that watches. So as I was saying, shop locally. Shop with your local quilt stores. We need it. We need the help. Yeah. And the big A company does not need your help. They're fine. If y'all remember a long time ago when it first came on the scene, very, very first came on the scene, the goal was to put other businesses out of business. I don't know if y'all remember them verbalizing that. hmm Wanting to take over all businesses. I remember laughing to myself, going, "I'm so sure." And now I'm like, "Oh my God, they were serious." So, yeah, yeah. Anyhow, you can shop with us 24/7 as you can with other local quilt shops that have websites. You can shop with them 24/7. And if you have a favorite quilt shop that only takes phone calls, well, then call them in the morning and tell them what you need. And I know they will be happy to help you do that. So we've got some things coming up this week, and I am going to put on my glasses so I can see. See, there's another Bonnie right there. There's our other one. Ah, and Gata Thomas, she's from Iraq. Hello. How are you? We're happy to have you here. We are very happy to have you here. So, and Bonnie Landon, yes, she is our very good teacher here that teaches improv. If you ever have a chance to take one of her classes, you really want to do it because it is a lot of fun to do. So, let's see what we have coming up on our calendar. And, oop, no, I don't want to do that. That's not the one I wanted. This one. There we go. So if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at my computer because Debbie, my assistant, is out of town for the next couple of weeks and she left me in charge of doing my own live broadcast and the computer stuff, which the computer stuff is okay with me. It's the live broadcast that's a challenge. So if I keep looking down, that's because I'm having to look to see what I'm doing. So we're rounding out our last week of June, and I cannot believe we're in the last week of June already. Monday is the last day. I cannot believe this. This month has flown by. Flown by. So some of the fun stuff we have coming up. I have a mini pincushion class in the morning, but that's already full and sold out. The next thing in the evening, tomorrow evening, I have an English paper piecing class. And if you live in the area and you've always want to kind of learn about English paper piecing, then this is the class that you want to come and take because we take it nice and small and easy and give you a starter little project pack to work on. And that is tomorrow evening from 5 to 7. So we would love to have you join us. And if you live in the area and you are a Mahjong player, we also have that tomorrow evening. That's going to be at Central Market. That is over on Coit and 121. We play Maj over there from 6 to whenever you want. Every Thursday night. So if you live in the area and you'd like to come and do that, come and join us. There is a blooming 9-patch class coming up. This class is really fun, and there is one spot left in that class for you to be able to join. I'm going to put the link right there. This is a Blooming 9 class. The quilt is beautiful that you're learning how to do it, and it is so very easy. It's just mixing up your colors, everything that you are learning, because all it is squares and little 9 patches, but it gives this beautiful, beautiful look. So I put the link on there. Click on the link so you can go and see it. It's gorgeous. So that is coming up. I still have one spot left in that class. That is taught by the fabulous Jenny Miller, and she is really such a great teacher. You will enjoy it. She takes her time. She makes sure you understand what you're doing. Nobody's rushed, and you go away with a quilt that if it's not completely made, it's almost completely made, right? It's just beautiful. On Saturday, now this is a class that people have been asking for a while to have it as a 1-day class on a weekend. And that is my Jelly Roll Rug class. The Jelly Roll Rug class still has availability in it. Um, Let me scooch over here and put it in for you. There we go. The Jelly Roll Rug class is taking a roll of jelly roll, taking the jelly roll pre-cuts, right? The 2.5-inch strips by with the fabric. They're sold, usually called a jelly roll. Sometimes they're called pops. Bally pops is another one you'll hear it. Sometimes they're just called designer roll. Nonetheless, they're all kind of jelly rolls and making a rug out of it. Those are so much fun to make. And this is a 1-day class that I'm doing. Now, I don't often do this. This is a 1-day class that I am doing on Saturday. And I know we still have space in that class for you. If you would like to come and take it, I've got space for you. Come on in, and I would love you to come and do that. Additionally, we have classes that are already filling up for July. Let me put my glasses back on right here. So in July, we hit the ground running. We have the Saturday sampler on Saturday, July 5th. And if you're in that club, you're already in the club. You don't have to do anything about it. If you didn't already join the club, because this will be the third meeting, then that's it. We don't have any more space for it, but we'll have another one starting um, maybe in a couple of months. So we are closed July 4th, so we can all kind of go bake at the lake. Yeah, uh, July 4th is a lake day around here, so we are open July 4th. On that Thursday, the 3rd, we have Mahjong at Central Market if you want to go and do that. And then the following week on July 9th, we have our hand sewing club in the morning. And we meet here from 9 to 11 on the second and fourth Wednesdays of each month for some slow sewing. And that means just no sewing machines. You can come and do any kind of handwork that you like to do. If you are an English paper piecer, a knitter, a crocheter, an embroiderer, um, just whatever you want to do that's handwork, come over and join us. It's a lot of fun, it's relaxing, and it's just for a couple of hours every other week. You can come and play with us. Then on the 11th of July, can you believe it's already getting towards the middle of July? We have Improv 201. Improv 201 is a class that, let me see, we still have spots in it. We do still have spots. Yay. Okay. So this is a class that is taught by Bonnie Landon, and it is a really fun class. If you took 101, then you're ready to go ahead and take 201 so that you can do something with all those fun blocks you made, right? And there we go. I put the link on there for you. So you made all these fantastic blocks and now you're wondering what to do with them. Well, this is going to give you a start as to what you can do with it and kind of set you on your way. That will be coming up in July the 11th, and that is a Friday. Then on that Saturday, I am teaching a free motion quilting class on your sewing machine, a domestic sewing machine, a free motion class. So, if you have been wanting to just kind of learn how to master your free motion, then this is a class you want to come and take. We go really slow so that you are understanding what to do. The hardest part is getting your foot and your hand to work together, your feet and your hands to work together. It sounds easy. It's a little bit harder than it sounds. But with practice, you will get it. It's not impossible to learn. And whether you have what do you call it? Stitch regulator, or you just do it on your machine, you'll be able to get very comfortable with this. And then with a little bit more practice at home, you're going to be kind of ready to take off. Now, free motion stitching on your domestic is something that is always improving and changing, and you need to learn more and more all the time. So it's not like you're going to take one class and you're done, you're master at it. No, it takes practice, but this is going to get you started on the right road for um, learning how to do it. So those are some of the classes that we have coming up. Let me see. I need to backspace right here. That's June. There we go. Yeah. So make a note for July 19th, which I cannot believe it's the middle of the month that I'm talking about for next month. We're not even finished with this one. July 19th, I'll be doing an all-day demo on punch needle, and I will be showing the larger punch needle, which is done with yarn and a larger needle, and I will also be showing the smaller punch needle, which is done with embroidery thread, embroidery floss. So I will have both those things coming up. On the 19th, it's an all-day demo. It's free. You don't have to pay to come. Just come between the hours of 10:30 and 4:30, and you get to see it. And I'll have a bunch of new patterns in that you can purchase if you want to give it a try yourself. You want to take it home and work on it. And actually, what I've got are kits because I really like the idea of buying everything all at once and not having to hunt for my supplies one at a time. You feel me on that? When I have to hunt for supplies one at a time, it makes it super hard for me to finish a project. I start projects and I don't finish projects because I'm like, I got to go get this, I got to go get that, and I never do it. Does anybody else relate to that? Anybody out there relate to that, or is that just a me thing? Mm, it might be just a me thing, right? I hope not. So, what have we gotten new in the store? Well, there is a wool. Yes, thank you, Bonnie. She says she does it too, and so does that other Bonnie, just like me. If I have to go hunting for supplies, probably not going to finish it. So I'm trying really hard to bring in little kits so that you don't have to go hunting for all the pieces. And then if you're trying something new, you don't know if you're going to like it, so maybe you don't want to go and make the investment yet, right? That's another thing. So hopefully these kits kind of fit the bill for you, right? They do for me. So, speaking of which, we have a class coming up in July that is learning to do wool applique or wool work. So, doing cute little things with wool fabric and sewing it on with pearl cotton. And some of the kits that we carry is by Corinne Lapierre. She is a wool worker designer out of the UK, and she has some beautiful kits. Now I'm going to post a link right here. Let me see if this is it. That's not it. Here it is. Copy. Let's go back over here. Let's put it here. Control E. Okay, that should bring it up for you. I want to show you these wool kits. The class that we have coming up for wool work in July, that one is sold out. We've got another one coming up in August. And if that one is sold out, I'm not sure whether it is or not, but if it is, we will be putting more on there. There's quite the interest for it. So, yes, I say let's go ahead and feed that interest, right? Okay, so I am going to move some of my stuff out of the way here because I want to show you some of the new things that we got in from Miss Corinne. She has just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. And you don't have to take a class to do this. If you're good at learning by yourself and you like it, then yeah, go ahead. You don't have to take a class to do this. I love the fact that this comes from England. I always love having something different. I'm sorry, my glasses have like major fingerprints on them, so I keep looking through them and then I can't see anything. I love that I have stuff that's not common for our area, so I do kind of look a little bit for interesting things that come from the UK or France or something like that, because I really do like uh, to spread the love with other countries. Now, I buy a lot of American and I will buy American when I can. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I can't find stuff that's American. And so I will expand my territory a little bit. But enough about that. Let me show you what some of her cute stuff. Okay. The first one, look how darling this little kit is. Now, this is a Corinne Lapierre as hers, and you're going to get all the wool in there, the embroidery floss, the needle, everything. And this is for a little sewing roll. How darling is that? It's going to make this little roll right here, and it's going to roll up to this little design right here, and it comes with all the ribbon. So you've got embroidery right here for your little pin cushion. You've got some right there. You've got all these cute little pieces, the little spool of thread, a measuring tape, little buttons, and then you make pockets to put these little things in. Now, this is one of those things, in my opinion, that is so cute. I just want it in my sewing room. I really don't want to use it because it's too cute to use. However, you can use it. It doesn't mean you can't. I just think it's too cute. I just want to show it to everybody. So this looks like she doesn't have a finishing size. It looks like it finishes at probably about 7 or 8 inches. So it's a good size. And I'm going to say this is probably 5 to 6 inches, depending. So very sweet little project to work on. These are the things I like to work on when I'm sitting and watching TV. What about you all? Do you work on stuff like this, on little pieces, little things? So here is another little sewing pouch. This one is different. And this is got these beautiful stitches right here on the outside with your wool and your number 8 cotton and some embroidery floss. So you've got a little bit of everything, and you're learning more stitches right here. What I do love about this also is that she gives very nice instructions. Everything is laid out right there for you, and you don't end up with a lot of extra stuff. In other words, you don't have to buy a whole skein of uh, embroidery floss because you only get what you need in here, and it's generous. It's a generous amount. It's not just one. um you don't have to go look for the number 8 pearl cotton because you're going to have all of that in here in the amount that you need. So if you do this one, you're like, nah, it's not for me, then no harm, no foul. You didn't put a whole big investment in it. As a matter of fact, you put in a $22 investment in it, and you're done. You got it out of your system, you're done. But if you love it, it gives you a starting place where you want to start learning to do it. The next one that I have, look at these two. These are so cute. This is all brand new and it's in the system now. I placed a link higher up on the comment section. So if you want to go to the link and see these all, we can mail these to you wherever you live. Now, out of the country, it might be a little bit tough because there's a lot of hoops we have to jump through. And but here in the United States, we can mail them. Out of the country, sometimes I find that not everything arrives as it should be. However, look how darling these are. For your little scissors, you have embroidered scissors pouch and a mini pin cushion is what comes on this in this box. So you've got this darling little embroidery pouch for your scissors and this little mini pincushion. Ah, so cute. So cute. This is perfect for your sewing kit or to give as a gift. You know, I love to give away little things like this, especially to my other friends that are sewers or sewists, because they can have something sweet that somebody made for them. It's a little gift thing, so it's from the heart. They can keep it just close in their heart and not use it, or they can use it. And it looks like it's an expensive gift because this is all wool. It looks like it's something expensive, but it wasn't necessarily expensive. $22 again. It was time consuming, but when I'm doing it, watching TV, watching the news in the morning, I got to watch my Good Morning America. When I'm doing that, then I have time. Or if you're used to sitting in doctor's appointments, or maybe you are in carpool line, or maybe you are at baseball practice, whatever it is, this is quick little work you can take with you, right? And do a little bit at a time. And before you know it, the whole thing's done. Find a cute little pair of scissors, stick it in there, find some cute little pins to put it in there. Oh my gosh, you know, we've got those darling, darling buttons. Oh my gosh, let me show you which buttons I'm talking, not buttons, the pins. Hold on. I'm going to pull them up for you and I'll post them. Ah, here we go. Oh my gosh. These pins are so cute. And whenever I am giving a pin cushion to somebody, I have to include a set of these pins because you just have to, because they're darling, right? Here's another little pin cushion. Now this one's going to be a little bit bigger than this one. And again, you're learning all the different stitches on there. And you've got some beautiful little fabrics. You've got the yarn, the wool, everything you need to make this. Not the little pins right there, but you got a sewing pin with it. A sewing needle, not a pin. Another darling, darling. I would love to get this as a gift. And I always know that if I would love to get it, somebody else that is a sewer would love to get this too. And they appreciate the hard work. You got to give it to somebody who appreciates stuff like this because they are the ones who get it, that you put time and energy into this. And so it's really love when you do this. These are all Corinne LaPierre, and we have her stuff on our website. I have much more than I'm showing you. These are just the ones we got in on Monday. And so these are the ones that I'm showing you for this broadcast. One more that came in that is just a little funsy one, a bee with a flower. This is so cute, especially for some of your gardening friends. I love this. Some of your gardening friends, maybe you have a quilting or a sewing bee that gets together. Maybe you have a teacher that gets together. These are cute. You can hang them from your scissors. You can hang them in your sewing room. I just hang stuff like this. I have curtains in my sewing room, and they're right next to my sewing table. And I hang them on my curtains. Actually, I also post notes on my curtains because it's right there in front of me while I'm sewing. I'm looking out a window. But I hang all these cute little things I love. I don't necessarily want to use, but I love them. And so that's where I'll hang my stuff like that. That is so cute right there. You can use them as little ornaments if you want to hang them on your Christmas tree. You can certainly do that. I think they're a little springy for that, but hey, maybe you live somewhere that it is summertime at Christmas time and you want to hang it on your tree. Yeah, maybe that's what's going on. Then to go with those other pin cushions that she has, dried French lavender. Ooh, this smells so yummy. It is so nice. So this is lavender, and she gets it from Provence, France. It smells so good. So don't make your whole pin cushion out of this lavender. You want to mix it with your pin cushion stuffing. Now, I like to use the crushed walnut for my pin cushions. You can find crushed walnut. If you don't live near us, we sell it here. But if you want to buy crushed walnut yourself, you can go to a pet store. If they have a section for reptiles like snakes and lizards and tortoises and that kind of thing, go over to that section and look up crushed walnuts. That's what this is. That's what people use for pin cushions. It's cost effective. The only downside is they only sell it like in 5-pound bags or 10-pound bags. That's the only thing. So you might have to share it with a couple of friends or make a whole lot of pin cushions that you can use up. That works really, really well. It does not dull your needles. It doesn't tarnish your needles, nothing like that. And it's just called crushed walnut shells. It's used for the bedding for lizards, for reptiles, not just lizards, for reptiles. It's used for the bedding for that. So it's easily accessible or available. You can find it different places. Looks like somebody scratched that. And so I would mix this just a little bit, maybe 1 part to 4 parts of crushed walnut. It's very aromatic, so you're going to get the scents, and you can use this. In the meantime, store this bag in your sewing room. It'll smell delicious. Store it in the sewing room. Store it in a drawer. Ooh, it'll smell good. Now, I don't think that this is, I want to say, look, this is only $12. I don't think this is consumable. this particular one. There is lavender that is consumable and people make desserts out of it. This is not that. Okay. But oh boy, does it smell delish. And put it in some of these little pin cushions like this or this one, or you can put it in the little bee right there when you're stuffing him with the little polyfill. Put it inside that. So, so cute. So cute. Or if you make something like this for somebody, give them this. And if you know they like to do pin cushions or sachets or anything like that, also give them a bag of this and they will be so happy. Yes. So let's see. I have other things coming up now. Are y'all bored? You want me to keep going? Shall I keep going? Yes or no? I got a couple of more things to show you. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Libby. Yes. Hello. Yes. We'll see you tomorrow. Yes. I know. I love putting lavender sachets in my drawers too. That sounds funny. In my dresser drawers, my sewing drawers. Yes. Not in my drawers. So let me show you. We have some gorgeous patterns that came in. This is the Elena quilt. Oops, let me switch cameras here. There we go. This is the Elena quilt. It makes 4 different sizes right here, and you can use fat eighths or fat quarters to make it. I think that is so fun. They're all straight edges, so you don't have to do any curve piecing, which I love. And you can use a white background or use a dark background if you want to. It really doesn't matter. So you have 4 sizes. You have baby, lap, and twin. Actually, that's 3 sizes for my math people. Called the Elena quilt. And the baby size is 42 by 42, which is great size. You need 12 fat eighths or 6 fat quarters. Then you have a lap size that's 56 by 70 and a twin size, which is 70 by 98. I love this side. Hello, Nancy. She's from Puerto Rico. Bienvenidos. I'm happy to have you here. So this is called the Elena quilt right here. If you like that one, let me put it in the here we go. I get so excited I forget what I'm doing here. Okay, I'll put it in the links. Control V. And the next one I have, Diamond Flare. This is by Toad and Sew. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this other one right here is Kitchen Table Quilting, which I love, Kitchen Table Quilting. Here is one that is going to be a little bit more modern. And I love this. I love tying in the black and white with it right here and right here, because I always think black and white makes other colors pop. Plus, it adds a little bit of that modern look, but I also think it adds a little bit of that look that's like retro 1920s, 1930s look. Here are some other ways that it is done, because you have these right here. Look how pretty that is. It's a sister quilt. And so we've got this one. It makes a throw that is 70 by 70. So it's a good size to get to work with. And you don't have to do it in these colors. I like these colors because I'm always drawn to the turquoise and the blue and the teal colors. But I also love red, pink, and orange together. So this is called Diamond Flare. Art Deco. Yes, thank you, Bonnie. Art Deco. I couldn't think of the word for it. Thank you for reminding me. But yeah, I think it kind of leans that way in look. So love these. Copy. We're going to post this also. And then the last one we got in is called Teddy Bear Paw. not teddy bear paw, teddy bear paw. This is by Holly Clark. This is another fun one. You've got a square going on right here, but then you've got these fun little bare toes, for lack of a better phrase, bare toes. So she took that bear paw look with it and changed it up, zhuzhed it up a little bit. And this is also going to have 3 sizes with it. It has a baby size, a throw, and a bed size. I'm not sure. She doesn't have the sizes on there for what those are. But nonetheless, you've got some fun sizes right here. So like a baby size right there would take 4 of the little squares, 4 blocks. This one takes 9. This is the one that is going to take 16 blocks. Really, really fun. This is by Holly Clark Design, and it's called Teddy Bear Paw. Teddy Bear Paw, not Teddy Bear Paw. Kelly's over here laughing at me too. Okay, let me tell you about saying things wrong or putting the accent in the wrong place. So, my husband and I are always laughing because he is like the worst speller in the world and he says things wrong all the time. He gets his syllables mixed up all the time. Okay, and so I love his cards that he gives me. I love the birthday cards and the anniversary cards because it's his spelling in its truest form, which is horrendous. And but they give me the giggles so much, and when I read it back to him and show it to him, he gets to giggling also because it's so bad, but it's not bad in a way that like I want to make fun of him. It's endearing, right? So yesterday we were having a conversation about something and we were looking at this company that sells travel insurance and it's spelled Alliance, but with a Z. So I just assume it's Alliance with a Z because sometimes when you're reading stuff from the UK or from Canada, they switch out Z's and S's. If you're a reader, you would recognize where the author is from or where it's printed, I guess, based on the spelling. They're still spelled correctly. They just interchange Z's for S's. Where we keep an S, they do a Z, or vice versa, right? Sometimes we put a Z in and they do an S. I think so. Anyhow, Alliance is spelled with a Z. Alliance here is spelled with a C. And he and I were talking about it, and he kept saying, well, when I call Alliance, and I said, Alliance? You mean Alliance? He goes, no, it's Alliance. And I said, no, it's Alliance. He goes, it's Alliance. It's a French word. I said, oh, okay. I didn't know you were starting to read French. And he goes, no, it's Alliance. I promise you. I said, no, it's not. So he's my fact checking boy, right? So he gets on his phone. He's going to fact check me. How do you say Alliance travel insurance? It comes back Alliance. I was wrong. And he was standing there. We were having this conversation, getting dressed in the morning. So we were in the bathroom. He starts dancing around and high fives himself. And then he high fives me. And he is so happy because he was saying it wrong. And I mean, saying it right. And I was saying it wrong. And I'm dying of laughter because he is making me laugh that he is so happy about this. That is the first time in 42 years that we've been together that he was right on the pronunciation and I was wrong. Not, I don't care if I'm right or wrong. It's just funny. It's a funny thing in our family. And so he was so happy about it that last night I kept calling him Allianz because he smiles. He gets so excited about it because he was right. I said, this is right up there when the girls ask me, because I have one of my daughters is a great speller and word pronouncer. And so my other one takes after her daddy. Okay. And one day she said, what's a derp epper? And I said, a derp epper? What's a derp epper? She says, I don't know, but it says when I buy this lunch, it includes a derp epper. And what is that? And I said, a Dr. Pepper? She looks at the words again. Oh, never mind. I think the letters just got shuffled a little bit. Like, you know how sometimes they're squeezed over to one side a little bit more than the other. So she was reading it as Derp Pepper. And I said, no, I think it's Dr. Pepper. So those are the conversations we have in our family. So, hi, Jeanette. How are you? Oh, I'm glad you got the little bag pattern. Have fun making it. Those are great little bags to make gift cards. But I mean, send a gift card in. So cute. Okay, enough of our silliness. Silliness in my family. Let me show you some more beautiful Halloween fabric we got in. Now, I must have like been high on Halloween 6 months, 8 months ago when I was ordering this stuff because I ordered a lot of Halloween. Actually, it was last summer, so closer to a year. I have a lot of Halloween. I think it's quick coming in, but I'm not going to say it's quick coming in yet because every time I turn around, I got something else to open. Let me show you this one that I've got coming that I had show up. This is a very fun line, and it came from Northcott. I'm going to show you. Let me switch cameras. Ooh, that is harsh on the light, isn't it? Okay, let me try to turn it up a little bit. Pages upon pages. It's a tourmaline and thyme pattern. It has this beautiful panel right here with the colored pumpkins and the crows. I love this. I love crows. Here it's featuring Spellbound. It's the fabric line, Spellbound. We wrap it so nicely. So if you want to give this away as a kit, you can. Or if you want to keep it at home and just put it on your shelves, that's okay too, because it is wrapped beautifully. So it can sit there and look pretty while it's saying, make me, make me, make me. I love this. It's an easy pattern right here that you can make. It's got that center panel, the blocks around it, and the borders on there. So it's something that's going to come together quickly. You can get this made. The finished size is 59 by 77, which is a great throw size, or you can put it on top of a bed. You don't have to put it on top of a bed, though. You can just keep it on your sofa. I think that's really fun. And I have seen people hang these up on top of their shower curtain with the little clips on it, just as a decoration. Don't use it as a shower curtain, obviously, but I have seen pictures where people hang it in the shower, hang it as a shower curtain on the outside of their shower. You know what I'm saying? Use those little clips. Don't put a hole through it. Anyhow, this is really fun. Let me show you the individual fabrics. Now, I happen to love crows. We have some crows that come and visit us all the time. They're very intelligent and they get downright bossy when I haven't been out there to feed them on time. So crows are fun for me. This is not usually my genre of Halloween fabric because it's a little bit creepy and I always like fun fabric for Halloween. But I did fall for these crows right here. I like the spiders and the skulls. I like how it says Hocus Pocus in all the books. I mean, it has all the things I love about Halloween, right? This is a Northcott fabric line called Spellbound. Let me put the link in there for you. B. And coming over here, Control V, paste. There we go. Match that up with this pretty, pretty, pretty orange. It's kind of a mottled orange background with black crows flying. So that goes nicely with that. We gotta have so. Ooh. Oh, I just thought of something with this. We got to have the spider web. We got to have the spider web. But hold on. I just thought of something. Wait, wait. Oh, so we got some Laura Heine patterns in. If you like to do collage work, we got some Laura Heine patterns in. Look at this cat right here and look real close. Spider webs. Ooh, oh, more spider webs right there. I love this. Wouldn't that be cute? So this is a Laura Heine pattern. Okay, I digress. Got spider webs right here. We have some more crows with pumpkins this time. All those fun little crows and pumpkins. So we've got that right there. Lots of hocus pocus words. In the shadows, black magic, hocus pocus, spooky, witch's brew. Oh, look how fun. Boo. And it's got the spider webs in there. In the shadows, hocus, black magic, full moon, witchcraft. I love that. That's fun. So got that right there. Now, here are some more pumpkins. Does anybody else love Halloween like I do? I think it's fun. I don't like to go to like those, what do you call the haunted houses, those amusement places that are, no, I don't like that at all. But this is fun to do. Stuff like this. And do collages, because you give me a collage like this, I want to play. I want to have a good time. Okay, beautiful pumpkins right here. You've got the painted pumpkins, the ones with the harlequins on there, or the diamonds. You've got them dotted white, which I like, gray, black. It's not all orange or all gray, all one color or the other. And they go in both directions, so it's not a directional print. It gives you very nice balance. So regardless of which way you hang it up or you use it, it's going to work. Some of the other ones that are directional, like this is a directional one, and this appears to be directional, sometimes it's harder to work with, but this is going to be a really fun one. And then the last one right here is some more crows with all the pumpkins and the spider web. So you've got a combination of the pumpkins. What happened to my pumpkins? I had pumpkins. Oh, these right here. You've got a combination of the pumpkins, the spider web, the crows from back here, and even right here, and you put it all together, and you've got that. And look how all those colors just dance. It's really fun. So if you have a pattern you like to do, this is a really nice set of fat quarters. And then, of course, throw in some solid, what do you call them? Oranges. Throw in a green, throw in a purple, and you have it as a fun, colorful Halloween. If you like to have your own patterns, if you don't have your own pattern you want to use, then we got you covered. Here's one you can do right here. Pages Upon Pages is the name of the pattern. And the pattern is by Deborah Edwards. The fabric is called Spellbound. Oh no, the fabric is by Deborah Edwards. Sorry. The pattern is by Lorene Smith with Tourmaline and Time. They've been around for a long time. They make very good patterns. I apologize for that light right there. That I know that's in the way. So these things, these gorgeous fabric, it's all available in our store. You can get it, like I said, you can shop 24/7, and you can be in your pajamas shopping after work, having a cocktail. What's your favorite cocktail? I'm a whiskey drinker. I never thought I'd be able to say that out loud, because my younger self, I've always liked whiskey, but my younger self said, well, Tisha, that's not very ladylike. But now that I'm an older self, I don't really care. So I like whiskey. So sometimes I just have my straight whiskey in my little whiskey glass. Other times I make an old fashioned. And every now and then, I make up something else. My favorite is a gin martini. A Tanqueray martini is my favorite. And right now, I've also been drinking French 75s, which is gin, lemon, simple syrup, and champagne. And it's perfect for the summer. And I like it. Yep. Taylor says Moscow Mule. I like that. Yes. Amanda says old fashioned. Bonnie's a bourbon drinker. I like bourbon too, but I love whiskey. But I do like bourbon. Yep. Tell me your favorite drinks there. I love it all. The only thing I can't drink that's whiskey is wild turkey. That's the only one because wild turkey and I had a battle in high school when I shouldn't have been playing with wild turkeys. That wasn't good. And to this day, I can't stand the smell of it. But give me everything else. I don't care. I'm there. So, thank you all for joining me today. What's New Wednesday at Not Your Mama's Quilt Store in Plano. I always enjoy showing you the new fun things we have. We do this every Wednesday at 1 o'clock. So, if you're new here, this is what we always have going on. And if you're one of my regular viewers, thank you for watching. We love having you here and we love to see everything you're working on. Send us pictures, post it on our Facebook page, send it to us, Instagram, direct, email. How did they say? Reach out in my, slide into my DM. Does that sound right? Slide into my DMs with your pictures of stuff you're making. Nonetheless, okay, that means we like to see it. We love having you here, and thank you for joining us. We will see you next Wednesday, 1 o'clock, for What's New Wednesday, Not Your Mama's Quilt Store in Plano, Texas. I'm Tisha Copeland. Bye.